Okay, fighting in mountains, never too great an idea, but we'll probably do it anyway. Is it really? Let me weigh up my enemies here. Baluchistan, Hormuz, and Yemen. Just do it, man. You'll be fine. A little bit of faith with a sprinkling of luck. That is my devotion. Get out of Persia. You don't belong here. Oh, heavens no. Let's get that Gazan on there. Jezi wishes to rise up in Mecca. I would love to give him autonomy, but they already have autonomy. That's a laugh. He's probably going to rise up and torch my missionary. Oh well, that's a concern for future Jake. Jake, will we start seeing Hoi 4 streams beyond just Paradox soon? I don't have an official answer for that, but I will be more than happy to stream Hoi 4 as soon as I am able to. Alright, how do I go about this? The fortifications seem troublesome, especially since they've captured a few. At least I liberated Isfahan. Well, it's a bad day to be the Ottomans. They've finally done it, they've finally gone bankrupt. I wonder if I could destroy their navy in that case. Well, let's unmothball you, get you back up to full strength, and see what happens. Now I have quite a lot of admin banked up here, and I am quite keen to take a chunk of land from you. Some people will be unhappy. Me, I don't care. It's also quite a pain to convert all this, but that's a pain worth going through, I rather think. Need to get that back since it's already a baddie. It's also a bit too much overextension. Yeah, that looks ugly enough that I can be happy with it. You know, I have Algiers there. I'd love to give them a bit of something from all this. The same Algiers that, good on them. They are coring that horrific province there. Unfortunately, getting the war score I need for this is going to prove to be a pain. I can feel it. I need a lot more from those battles, and I need another victory to get ticking war score. And I need to stop forgetting you. At least we've almost got Yemen out of here. Jake, are the Anatolian minor cores still there? Yeah, but there's no point considering that on the grounds that this land is half-price coring for me. Right, hopefully he just gets choked up on one of the forts there soon. We'll get Yemen out of this war once we pop one of those. Yemen haven't occupied anything, but just having them there is a pain in the rear end. Fools. If they want to split up and die faster, that's up to them. Could even be taking a chunk of money out of you. I see no reason not to continue the occupations here, frankly. It's not like their troops really threaten our ways. Pop. And there's the question of getting Baluchistan out of all of this. Focus on the capital is what I want to do, but I can't quite get there due to forts getting in the way. Alright, that's what we'll do. We'll get them out yet. The Ottomans are going to be stuck there for a wee while, should be plenty of time. Why is it half-price coring just because you don't have Berber traditions? No, I have half-price coring on Anatolia because it's European and my capital is in Africa, and I don't have a land connection up here. That's why we're keeping the Mamluks alive there. Well, if you can call it living. And I'd love to get to that province, but we're being stuck by Khalat. Overseas coring is indeed where it's at. Alright, Yemen, how about that money? I would quite like it. Let's see what they think when their capital is under siege. I'm grateful for these battles as well, since they pump up my war score. Also, BAM is down, so I can march on the capital now, rather thankfully. Baluchistan should be out of this war, no problem. Would be nice to actually convert them, but because I didn't make them a co-belligerent, that isn't going to happen. There's also the possibility of snagging a bit of land for myself here just to get a little outpost, but I think it might be more trouble than it's worth. Well, no, that isn't true, it's just that I can't be bothered. It certainly would not be any trouble at all. Right, kind of expected Yemen to come back and put me to the sword there, but just in time for me to go, I'll have it all, thanks. Could even snag a no, I can't take a province since there isn't a fort that I've taken control of in the area. But I don't like your relationship with Ajiran, and I want your money, so thanks, Yemen. And we are going home, I believe is the phrase. Now I have to keep in mind that I already have 6% overextension when making this peace deal, so even that is a bit much. Biga is a great province, but perhaps too great for me. How troublesome. Perhaps I'll take a different focus here because grabbing enemy forts is one of the greatest ways to weaken them. And with this they are really open in Anatolia. And they're almost willing to give in to that as well. I don't want to make the peace deal take longer than, the truce timer to be longer than necessary. So if we can just knock some people out of the war, like Baluchistan. Tempting just to nail them out with a white peace right now. They haven't occupied anything, but I don't see the logic in keeping them in this war. Nobody wins, nobody loses. Well, that can't be true because I'm feeling pretty winner right now. So as I mentioned before, and may as well mention again, I'm hopping back over to Scotland the day after tomorrow. So the streaming regularity and quality will take a bit of a hit, but it'll still be more regular than it's been for the past couple of weeks, due to me being KO'd with illness. So you should be just fine. Now who are these fellows here? The Armenians just asked for access and I didn't give it to them. Let me change that right there. You want to... oh man. Plucky guy Genoa, always jumping off the backs of my success. Now I haven't fought a bankrupt fleet in, I don't know, ever. And I would like to see what it's like. Wait, where are you? What? Okay, those guys are still moving around. Oh, they've uncovered quite a bit of the world for us. Seems we have, man, it's like civilization islands around here. That's cool. I want to have that land. Hope the game won't mind. Right, we are a hair's breadth away from sealing the deal on this piece. Ah, It is for the best. Oh, that's right, I wanted to fight their navy before all's said and done, just to see what it's like. Let's get on the case there. If it looks like I'm going to... Oh. Jeez, I feel sorry for you, son. But an Ottoman navy is not something you generally want to fight. If they still have 17 galleys, then I want to kill them. Seems that some are over here. What have we here? I don't think I've seen this before. Anti-clericalism. The merchant guilds of several prominent cities are accusing the ulema of being greedy and indolent. The pious commoners are now withholding the tithe and are protesting its particularly bad example of misuse of the authority of the ulema. Well, I've been a staunch supporter of the ulema, and they have been a staunch supporter of me. Then again, I did seek their support and boosted up their influence over my country to a dangerous amount. So if we do this, the ulema lose influence. Oh, no, that's not so nice. I want the ulema to lose things here. Because if they gain much more, then that's going to be bad news for me. But, and there is always a but, we'll be okay. Because the SOT support will go away in 2 years. And that won't be long enough for us to get a disaster. So I can force them to pay. And where is that? Damietta? Oh, that's nice. We lose autonomy on a province that is fairly good for us. Sadly, the merchant guilds won't like us for doing that. And the merchant guilds are only barely on our side as it is. I like a nice strong merchant guild. But I also like money. I like money rather a lot. Nah. We'll reprimand him. There was some logic behind what I just did. Still working on it. Jake, you should cut the Ottomans in two, make their land overseas. That is an option. And entail taking Bolu there instead. Works out just as well, because I still get all the delicious forts. That'd be bad news for the Ottomans in the future. Also bad news for me if they get many rebels that decide to stroll on into my country. You know, that seems a-okay to me, but I still want to seek out and destroy some more of their fleet. Hopefully not at the cost of any of my own. Actually, we gained 2, so lucky us. We'll get folks back to... Was it Rosetta where we got all those boats? I think it was. Seems good enough a reason to erect a shipyard there. In their honour. Alright, I'm happy enough with that. And I'm not a greedy man. Even if I would like Hormuz for myself, because it's a wonderful province. But that looks good to me. Could take more money, keep them in their spiral of bankruptcy. Aye, looks good to me. Cheers, big ears. Efficient integration on that glorious Ibadi province. Sadly can't raise autonomy there because it's already not looking too good, but we can core everything we just got at glorious half price. Anatolia is a nice place, that's for sure. But with that in mind, I also want to spare 2 of them from coring, just for the moment, so that I can get them converted. There's no doubt going to be revolts around here, so let's keep our folks on high alert. And we're even going to keep those forts up and maintained. Poor Ottomans. Now, Spain have been a pain in our rear end for a while now, and they have plenty of rivals. and I would quite like to stick it to them. They have pathetic allies, and there are cores that really should be back in Algiers' hands. Unfortunately, their fleet is terrifying compared to ours. But they have not sought out, man, I need to stop saying suck. There are some considerations here. One is dealing with the colonies here. Is my guy still trying to westernize? Good, he put that behind him. But he also doesn't have an army. If I could secure this land for little Mzab, he might focus on dealing with that instead of his own laughable ideas of what he should be doing, which is westernizing. Right, I want to go to war with Spain. They've been a pain for too long. These guys are Spanish Ososari. Oh, they're about to be. Spanish Ososari boast 3,000 men. What I boast is the construct in subjects ability from the DLC here. So we can erect 5,000 men. That'll clear them out, spread out, and siege down the lands. We'll make it a reconquest for Algiers' lands, because that's what we really want. Even though they still have religious zeal from it, it won't last forever. In fact, some of them will be done before others. That's rather nice. I'm sure our vassal here can deal with it, even if he doesn't have religious ideas. What a pain. Alright, the whole point is, yes, Spain, you are my enemy. I decree it so. Considering raising autonomy around here, I know it'll pump it up to 100, which might seem like, why do you even have this land? But, then again, they're going to revolt anyway. It's going to be Ottoman separatists. The faster I get them, the faster I can deal with them and then go and paint Spain in my colour. So this fort protects these lands, this fort protects these lands. That means Kayseri and Marash are really the only ones that are not. We've got enough supply limit there for our men, so we shall waltz on over. We'll also enjoy finally having access to Mecca. Just in time for it to really want to revolt. Mecca is at 10 revolt risk here. That isn't so hot. Let's see, they're Hijazi. They're going to spread into all of these provinces, but Hassa is not at war. Hassa should be able to deal with them for us. That's what I'm hoping, at least. We'll get our men over to Medina. Jake, lower autonomy. Too dangerous, since that lasts a very long time. Looking good, though. Now, you do not have a claim on Oran or Tlemcen, which are both provinces I would... I'll just give them to you anyway. I'm sure you can deal with it. Good old Algiers. He knows what's good for him. What a bad day to be the Ottomans. Unnecessary forts don't get paid for. Wow, force limit exploding there, which is rather nice. High time I built a much bigger army. If only I had tons of money. You know, I could just threaten war for lands now that I'm big enough. You probably won't, well, I can't threaten war for a capital province. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's engage bully. Bully mode. Gimme Jeddah. Well, he doesn't like that. Give me Shendi. Or is Sinar better? Sinar is better. Don't really have any free guys converted, but I could core it. Well, we'll do it anyway. Give me it. Oh shoot, why did I do that? I'm over the overextension limit. Well, that was a foolish thing to do. Only by 1%, but I'm still over it. And that's going to cause me issues. Issues that I'd rather not have to face. Ah, but you see, it was all part of my plan to just give it back to you. Yeah, let's roll with that. Great idea, executed terribly. If only I was a horde and could raise. And then Jake thought for a little bit and decided that, yeah, I could give one of these lands away to Algiers to spare that. Oh well, we'll just take the 10 prestige hit on the chin. We learned a thing or two here. Maybe. I'll actually want to keep that fort funded now that I think about it, since that's an Ottoman core as well, so they could well go jaunting over there. Okay, so Spain really want to gobble us up. They have just, well, they're minus 200 hostile towards us. The Mecca revolt was expected. How long's that been? Hasn't even been an hour and I'm already getting UI issues. Gonna have to get that bug fixed. At least now we have recent revolt there, but our missionary will still work tirelessly. Thankfully Hassa is not currently busy. Hopefully they will go and deal with them. Hopefully they have the troops to go and deal with them. Yeah, no they don't. I mean, I could send my army over there to deal with them, but do I look like a charity case? Jake, do you need to colonize on all uncolonized land that is Sunni too for the achievement? I haven't read that much into it, so I'm not sure. Would be clever of me to check, though. Right, Aleppo, Ankara, and Tek. Aleppo, Ankara, Tek. Ah, of course, my fortified provinces. Well, I'm not scared of a little bit of unrest around there. Even if they are Syrians. Okay, he likes my land. Ah, well. Certainly doing alright in the Diplo points front. You may have to flee away from there, but I'll be ready for it. Okay, the Ottoman separatists are nowhere near rising up, even though they really, really should be. The Mentees, oddly enough, are ones that wish to rise up here. So what we'll do is we'll get our units back there to deal with that. Because I do want Mecca converted. For posterity. Always dealing with rebels every game I play. Maybe someday I should take humanism. But I haven't done that since the Great Khan race with Baneblade Williams. And if you remember that, then you're certainly welcome around here. Bane has actually made a return. It's good to have him back. Okay, we have mountains here, so if we just haul ass, as experts call it, we'll be able to engage them there. You what? Okay, seems a whole bunch of this land just got unveiled to us. Seems a whole bunch of all land just got unveiled to us here. Including whatever this is. What I really am interested in, though, is development. If I see any bright spotches that aren't red, then it's something I really want to dig my fingers into. Because that indicates provinces that are over 10 development. Well, 10 or more. Which is certainly not around here in Little Mzab. I still need to get enough of these provinces to make Little Mzab big enough, but I'll probably just take them by force whilst I focus on colonizing around here, where the beautiful dyes are. Finally got our conquest on Georgia. We were working on that one for a while. We'll slaughter the Hijazis, and everything will be fine. Well, it'll be finer if I get more men over here. Excuse me. Bane has not done his DDR. Not yet, at least. He promises me he still will. And I believe him. Because I'm a fool. Man. Getting a cold on top of everything, that's no good. Seems everybody's jumping on the Ottomans. There won't be too much left of them at the end of this. Which really does tell me that I should be getting my claims on the go, since my folks have been very lazy here. Wasn't I going to be fabricating on Tlemcen? No, because the idea was just to give this to my vassal here. The same vassal who sadly doesn't appear to be able to convert Algiers. Sure enough, it's -2 on the missionary strength, so unless he gets piety, stability, or something else, he won't be converting that in a hurry. Bit of a shame, but that's okay. When I integrate him, I can take care of his failures. Still though, Ottoman land is as good as any. And there is also the fact that I've been meaning to gobble up the Hassa for quite some time, but the Hassa is allied to Persia, and whilst I do have to fight Persia eventually, well, there's a time and a place. People are asking for the religious map mode. What can I do but oblige? Well, what I would like to do is fight these guys. Oh, incredible. Our explorer got the job done. What is there even to do around here then? There's some coastal work I'd like to be done, like free water. I don't really know where that'll take you. Oh, okay, well that's going to be an easy job for you. Just like, oh boy, Jollof on the rise. Okay, an interesting approach to this. Hejaz did have a lot of cores there, didn't they? This is going to be rather disappointing, especially if those Sunni zealots end up causing me bother. Jeez, all those Hejazis. Okay, what I can do then is not that, but split up. Re-siege these, so that there's a 2 and 3 chance they go for me. Not sure if that's how it's actually going to work, but it's a thought. Odds are they'll go there, though. Still, I'm ready for them. Ah, right. I am so used to avoiding colonization like the plague that I keep forgetting about my lazy colonist. Come now, Hijazis, I need to deal with you so I can move on to my other rebels. Being asked what kind of rebels the Otto scum have, they have noble rebels and Genoese rebels, also known as the Genoese army. Sadly, those Sunni zealots are going to rise up soon.